Hello, Black family. Now, the state of California has passed a watered down law stating the police can only use deadly force when necessary. Now, let's not be fooled that this is going to change. Let's not be fooled that this is going to change the interactions between police and black people within the state of California. Because business will be carried out as usual. This will not change the interactions with police and the black community. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article to you. Police officers in California will be required to use deadly force only as a necessary response to a threat, not merely as an objectively reasonable one under legislation that Governor Gavin Newsom signed into law Monday. Under the tighter standard, deadly force is legal only in circumstances where there are no other options. I'm ready to sign this damn thing, Newsom told the crowd at a ceremony in Sacramento. But before he did so, he invited the family members and loved ones, people who advocated for the measure, to stand alongside him. I would be honored if you would join us up on stage, Newsom said. Surrounded by dozens of people, the governor said he hopes the law, which takes effect in January, will become an example for other states. As California goes, so goes the rest of the United States of America, he said. And we are doing something today that stretches the boundaries of possibility and sends a message to people all across this country that they can do more. The legislation emerged from a push for new rules in response to police killings of unarmed black men such as Stephen Clark, who was shot last year after a police chase that ended in his grandmother's backyard. The officers in the shooting said they believed Clark had a gun. He was found to have been holding a cell phone, and prosecutors said in March that the officers would not face criminal charges. The new law reflects a compromise between civil rights advocates who say it will save lives and law enforcement groups that want more clarity on the use of force, but do not want to undermine legal protections for officers. The whole debate boils down to two words: necessary and reasonable. Bim Adler of Capital Public Radio reports, right now, deadly force is justified if a reasonable officer would have acted similarly in that situation. So in other words, what a typical officer would have done based on his or her training. When the law takes effect in January, the standard will change when the officer reasonably believes deadly force is necessary. It's going to go ahead and stop right there. And I'm going to go back to this right here. That standard will change to when the officer reasonably believes deadly force is necessary. In the United States of America, when does the law ever apply to black people? Eric Gardner, he was choked out using an illegal chokehold. The chokehold is against the policy of the New York City Police. Did that stop them from using it on him? John Crawford, he was carrying a toy Walmart in Ohio in a state where it is legal to open carry. Did that stop him from being gunned down? As well as Tamir Rice. He had a toy gun in an open carry state, the state of Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, the city where I live. Did the open carry law stop Tamir Rice from being gunned down? Black people are pulled over by the police and illegally searched all the time. Their cars, their homes are legally searched all the time. Does that stop does the laws in the book ever stop the police? Come on now. This law will not change a thing. And when these police go in front of white judges, white prosecutors, white jury, they're going to toe the line of white supremacy. These judges are all white supremacy and these race soldiers, because they very clearly that the police are the enforcement arm of white supremacy, and they're here to keep black people in check. These policemen, they don't mistakenly do this to black people. They kill black people with intention because they know that they'll face little to no consequences. White police officers should not engage black people, period. Now, this law, I'm not going to be too pessimistic and say that this law is not the beginning of something, that we're not coming on to something. But I will say in confidence that this law won't do a thing. We already have plenty of laws that supposedly give us unalienable rights that we are born with. But the problem is that black people, we are not citizens of this country. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, now I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam, but I do like some of Islam's of Farrakhan's teachings in the Nation of Islam, but he says that they make a mockery of us when they call us citizens. See, we're not citizens of this country. That's why the police can have their way with us. And see, this current presidential administration, they're giving a clear message to these race soldiers on the ground, such as the police, that they can kill black people with impunity. And this law's use of deadly force when necessary, it is up to the discretion of the officer, and it is up to the discretion of these white supremacist judges and juries to interpret if it was necessary or not. I mean, police have killed unarmed black men and women all the time and said that they feared for their lives, and they had nothing to be fearful of. Police departments, they lie all the time. They blame the reason for the victim all the time. So I'm saying, like, I have no faith in the legislative process. I have no faith whatsoever We need a complete overhaul of this system. Because, Black family, this law won't change a damn thing. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. Do you believe that this law will change something? If so, then share your opinion. If not, still share your opinion. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.